Hello and welcome to another video. Today we're doing a sketchbook tour of Sketchbook 39. This is actually a moleskin sketchbook in the 8.5 by 11 size. I don't remember liking this one very much. I think the way that it blended with markers was kind of weird. I think it takes ink pretty well from what I remember. It's been a while, about four years since I used this one, so it's been a hot minute, but I did buy another moleskin just so I can retry out the paper, but I think I distinctly remember I did not like the way that markers were blending on it. But yeah, I think it's a pretty popular sketchbook. They aren't like crazy expensive though, so if you're like just getting into art, I don't think I would recommend them. Like, they have nice paper or whatever. The paper is a little bit off-white, it's a little bit yellow, but it's nice paper. But I don't know if like you're like just getting into art, if you don't even know if you really like it, I would not sink money into a moleskin sketchbook. They're notoriously expensive. But yeah, let's just go ahead and get into it. So I did this sketchbook from around July 2020 to around October 2020. I know I started it in July because I have a lot of July pieces in here, like through the prompts. But yeah, we'll see. Okay, so the first page is just me swatching. So I swatched out some markers and swatched out my high-tech C's and stuff like that. I remember, what I distinctly remember is that the markers feather a lot. And you can kind of see that here. I did not intend to make these circles that big. You can see by like the raw edges, and that the edges are fuzzy, that that's marker bleed. And so I was like, oh no, I don't think I'm gonna like this paper. And then I did some little testing here, and I could see like it bled a lot. Like, there's a lot of feathering for the markers on this paper. And I did another one on the back page. A lot of feathering, you guys, just so much feathering. This was a drawing that I was gonna do for Sailor Moon, specifically for the Draw This in Your Style Sailor Moon. I did eventually do it, but just not in this sketchbook. Every time I tried to draw her, it came up so fucked up, and I was like, why every time I try to draw Sailor Moon, it comes up so ugly? I talked about this in a previous video where I actually did draw Sailor Moon, but Sailor Moon is just one of those characters that I cannot draw for the life of me. Every time I try and draw her cute, she turns out like ugly as hell. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. It's just that one character that I cannot draw is Sailor Moon, which kind of sucks, but yeah. These are some drawings of John and Jane Doe, what they originally were going to look like, but I reworked them a lot, so they don't look like this anymore. So yeah, and that was a little tiny drawing of James, one of his original designs. Didn't like that one at all. Just a drawing that I didn't finish because I didn't like that it was coming out. These are some drawings. I was trying to figure out what I wanted, some characters I wanted to look like. This is supposed to be Eli, and this is supposed to be Raphael. And then these are some other characters where they were supposed to be in that story. I'm blanking on their names really hard right now. This is Haru, but this one, I'm blanking so hard on her name, I cannot remember for the life of me. But they're like the four main characters of the story. And so I was trying to figure out what I wanted them to look like, and just some pen sketches. This is probably one of my, my favorite drawing that I ever made. And it's based off of Draw This in Your Style. If I can remember to put the artist up, I will put the artist up. But not only was this a Draw This in Your Style, this was a Draw This in Your Style I did like a year late. So yeah. I just feel like I really like the way that it came out, and I still, right now, currently, I still like this one a lot, even though it's literally 5 years old at this point, 4 or 5 years old at this point. I still like it a lot, and I kind of feel like I've never been able to draw anything as good as this again, which is like objectively not true. I think what is getting me to be like, oh, this is so much better than the stuff that I usually do, is got a lot of details. The artists that did this Draw This in Your Style, they are a very detail-oriented artist. Their style is very super detailed. And so I admire that a lot. And so I'm like, oh, it's got so much going on. And that's why I think I like it. Not because it's like necessarily better than the way I do stuff now. It's just that it's so much going on. It's like your eyes are bouncing from all of it. And so like I feel like I did well with the marker coloring, and so I feel like, oh wow, it's so good. It's like, not that it's bad, I do think it's like a very good drawing and stuff. I just kind of wish I had been able to draw something that looks so nice in my own style, and like that was my own character, so that way I could be like, look, it's the best drawing I ever did. But now I can't do that because I'm like, this is the best drawing I ever did, but it's like based off of someone else's character, so I can't then not like take credit for it at all. But yeah, basically I really like this one a lot. I still like this one a lot. I still like, she came out really cute. Another Draw This in Your Style. This one was for a different person, but I never finished it. I just had trouble fitting all the eyes. I feel like I'd like to draw multiple eyes, I do, but something about fitting the eyebrows and like all the eyes on the face, I was like making his head so fucking big, and I was like, I don't know if this is gonna work, so I just didn't finish that one. Just some sketches. There's not really gonna be too much stuff to talk about in the sketchbook tour. I didn't even end up finishing the sketchbook because I hated the paper so much. So yeah, this is gonna be a very short one, you guys. Just me doing some more sort of little pen sketches. This is actually for this is for July. this is another year. Every time I try to do July, I don't do like the first few days because I forget that it's July. And I'm like, oh, I should go check for July prompts. And it's always been like, I'm on like day 9 or something. So this is for July. This is the first sketch that I did, but I didn't end up liking it. And I do end up doing a finished piece. So this is the finished one. Sorry you guys see these little tiny sticky notes. For a while I was trying to put my signature on my art, and now I just don't do that anymore. And it used like the initials from my like actual name, so I'm like covering that up. But yeah, if I'm gonna end up signing anything again, I'll probably use Fresh Seafoam, which is my Instagram handle. Yeah, I don't really want to put my name on the internet. I mean, it's already on the internet. If you try to find it hard enough, you're gonna find it, definitely, for sure. But yeah, I don't know. I don't like to be perceived. Anyway, yeah, this is for July. I can't remember what the prompt was. Does it say on this other page? No, it doesn't. I have no idea. I can't remember what the prompt is. Map? I think treasure map was the prompt. Oh, and also I'm going to put a blood warning. I keep forgetting the blood warning because she's bleeding out. She was stabbed. That's probably too much blood for that tiny little stab wound, but she is definitely bleeding out, and she's bleeding from her mouth because she was stabbed in the gut. But anyway, I guess the point is that she was, murdered for the treasure map, but like there's all this gold here, so I'm like, okay, so like what's up with that? But it's like, well, maybe the treasure map leads to even more gold. So she was murdered, the gold collapsed on top of her, and someone is stealing the map from her. So that's what that scene is about. Kind of sucks, kind of sad, but I remember I really liked this at the time, and I still like it a lot, actually. I feel like I really like the coloring on her skirt. It's probably not the best, honestly, but I don't know, there's still stuff I like about it. But like I said, there's like this weird layering effect when you use alcohol markers. Like you put the one layer down, then you put the darker shadow, then you go over with the lightest again, and it leaves like this weird splotchy effect, which I don't like. We'll see if that happens in the new Moleskine that I bought. I'm probably not gonna use it for a while, but when I do use it, I will let you guys know. I don't do marker art super often anyway, so it's not really a deal breaker as much anymore, but I still would like to do marker art in my sketchbooks, honestly. Try to get back into it more. Another one for July, the theme was ghost, or the prompt was ghost, so I drew Ghost Boy, and I'm 100% sure every time I say this, I'm like, this is probably the last time I ever drew this character. This is 100% the last time I drew the character, except for the time that I posted on the channel. This is the last time. I just drew him being a ghost. And I was like, I don't know what to draw for Ghost, so I just draw Ghost Boy. I draw him all the time. At the time, I was drawing him pretty... I think at the time, I was actually not drawing him as much. And I was like, I use it as an excuse to draw Ghost Boy. So this is Ghost Boy. I don't think it looks like him, really. I think the head is too long. But other than that, this is a pretty okay drawing. This is another one for July. The theme was Cyclops, and so I wanted to draw a very shy Cyclops. That's what this is. I don't really have much to say about this one. I actually don't care for it very much. I kind of like the scarf just because it's like so outrageous. No scarf looks like this. But I don't know. I think I really tried to do shading and fold and stuff. So I can appreciate it for that. But the rest of it, I'm kind of like, this is ugly and I hate it. So there you go. This was going to be another July piece for Snail, but I didn't like the way it was coming out. I didn't really have the sort of, what's the word, perspective that the original thumbnail that I had. I just was not skilled enough to do that perspective, and I wasn't confident enough to actually try. So this one is just this, and I didn't finish it, so. These are some more sketches. Ooh, these are some more sketches of Eli and her friends. These were not any definitive character designs, and also this is back when demons were still in the story. Demons are not in the story anymore. I changed it. They're pretty much just magic users at this point, like very much like not really wizards, because they only get one magic power, but you know, it's not important. I'm really gonna get into the details of that. But yeah, there used to be demons, and they used to be like an oppressed class, and now I changed it. There's no demons anymore. But yeah, that's what they used to look like. Gourtober props. Yeah, I tried to do these. I got some of them done on like little cards. You guys probably will not see those because they're not in a sketchbook, and I think I have them tucked away somewhere. I don't even know where they're at, but yeah, those are some Gourtober props. This was me drawing a guy who was covered in bees. I've talked about this piece in the past, where I said that I had a drawing of a guy who was covered in bees, and I didn't want to finish it because it was so many fucking bees. And as you can see, guys, it's so many fucking bees. It's so many bees. Like, look at how many bees that is. It's probably like 50 bees. And I did not want to draw 50 bees. It was taking me fucking forever. So I was going to make it digital. And then I was like, I still have to draw at least one good bee. And some of the bees are crawling in and out of stuff. And it's like covered by stuff. And I'm like, it's so many fucking bees. So I never finished it. But yeah, this is that guy. I feel like I still like this drawing. It's got a cool concept and stuff. But I'm just like, I cannot do it. I can't do it. It's so many fucking bees. It's so many. But you guys get to see it now. It's a cute little drawing. It's never actually realized, but it's like a fun blue and pink sketch. I don't really do those anymore. I probably should. Some more doodles. This is when I decided to like change Eli's appearance like altogether, so she doesn't really look like that other girl so much anymore. So that's what she's gonna look like. This is gonna be for your what's it called? Art style pen, where you try to like flip all the stuff that you normally do, but I didn't like the way it was turning out. It came out super ugly. This is another drawing of Eli. I was trying to get what I wanted her to look like physically. A drawing. This was going to be for Nosebleed for Gartober, and I didn't finish it. I was like, I don't know if I want to put it all in this one sketchbook because I don't like the way the marker works on here. And so I traded them to some little cards that had more of like a paper that I liked, and that's what I did them on. This was also going to be for Gartober. This was going to be for Impaled, but I didn't. Like I said, I switched them to little cards. A drawing of a girl I never finished. I tried to draw box braids, and it's like so fucking hard, you guys, and so I never finished it. I wasn't liking the way the coloring was coming out, and yeah, it was just like not the vibe that I wanted. I think I made her hair green, and I was like, I don't think that really goes with the rest of her. I should have made her hair pink to match her eyes. That probably would have been better, but it's fine. I wasn't really satisfied with the sketch anyway. It sucked. I should have known it was gonna fall apart when I was doing the coloring. So bodies. This is gonna be my. I have a superhero OC AU, and so that was her. And this was just a body, and then this was a little demon I drew for my sister. It said "Go to hell," because she had this one sweater that was like a unicorn, and it was like being violent. And it said like "Go to hell" or something, and she kind of like ruined that sweater or something happened to it. And so I was like, I'll just make you a new sweater. And so I just designed the little demon girl and said "Go to hell" underneath, just so that way she could have a new sweater. This is just a thumbnail of that sketch. You'll see the finished one later in the sketchbook. So, not worried about that. A head sketch. It was because it was going to be this next one. Of the girl, the demon girl. If I could get the page open, Jesus. Yeah, that was the finished one. And she has this on a sweater. Now that this drawing is like 4 years old, I'm like, I hate that sweater. It's so fucking ugly. And she's like, it's my favorite sweater. I'm like, whatever. I don't even know if she wears it anymore. Probably, since it's old now. And it got it off Redbubble, so the print quality was not very good either. No offense if you use Redbubble. I think I just didn't use a very good file, and so I fucked it up. But yeah, this is a finished one. So yeah, that's what the one looks like. The drawing of the Flash. I was taking requests one day for what people wanted me to draw, and one of them was the Flash. I don't know if this was a good drawing or not, but it's a drawing of the Flash for sure. I don't know if I like it. A drawing of Medusa. My pen kept skipping. I was lining it in my high-tech C and it kept skipping. I think because it was very heavy on the pencil. But yeah, this is a drawing of Medusa. She's only got one snake here, but she's like supposed to be like punk or like emo or something. She's got like the stripes and the black shirt and the sunglasses and stuff. And she's got like an undercut. It's like, did she shave off the snakes? I don't know, you guys. It's just supposed to be a fun, cute drawing. So it's just a drawing of Medusa. I like this one for a long time. I don't know if I like it so much anymore. As you can see, I cannot draw snakes. I have never been able to draw snakes. The snake sucks ass. But this is literally the same way. It's been 4 years and I still draw snakes the exact same way. So obviously I need to step up on my snake game, you guys. But yeah, that's her. She's cute. I like this drawing. It's not that bad. It's not bad. Another request was one of the JoJo's. I don't know which JoJo this is. I think this is Jotaro. I think like 80% sure this is Jotaro. The most popular of the JoJo's. Yeah, someone asked me to draw him. I haven't seen JoJo. I tried to watch JoJo. They're like, don't start JoJo with part 1. And I was like, that's so silly. I'm not gonna watch it out of order. So I started JoJo with part 1. And I was like, I don't like it. And they're like, you're not gonna like it. You have to start with like part 2 or 3 or something. And I'm like, I'm not doing that. I don't like watching stuff out of order. And I'm not really interested in JoJo like that anyway. But if you guys are like in the comments like, oh my god, JoJo's so good, start with part 3. I'll be like, thanks for telling me, but no, I'm not gonna do that. But yeah, that's one of the JoJo guys. I just feel bad because at the time I could not really draw him in, and so he's not as muscular as he should be. He's supposed to be stacked. All those JoJo boys are stacked. Like he's like so muscular. He's supposed to be like 16 years old. So it's like okay, but yeah. This was supposed to be. I think you guys have seen this piece like several times before. but I was gonna redraw it for the first time, and then I didn't like that one, so I did this one instead. Originally his hair was more of like this texture, and I was like, I don't really like that, so I ended up giving him locks instead, and I liked it a lot more. And so this is like his definitive character design now, even though he's not really a character, he's just some guy I draw. But I decided I was gonna finish it off digitally, because this is when I started getting more into digital. And as you can see, there's like a lot of marker bleed. Like that black is really bleeding into his eye, and so I was like, oh, no. So I think this paper doesn't really take very heavy blending. And then I did the other guy, the red guy, or the yellow guy. Same deal, it was like a lot of bleed, and then also I fucked up this part of his face. I gave him a cheekbone there with the shadow, and I'm like, why did you do that, idiot? And so when I redid it digitally, or when I fixed it digitally, I just got rid of all of that. I didn't like the way it was looking. But yeah, that's those two guys. These are their original marker drawings. You guys have only seen them in the sticker form, but this is what they originally looked like before I edited them. And then I was gonna make companions for them where they like flip the color schemes, but I didn't like any way and the way the sketches were coming out. But I tried again, and I was gonna line this one, and I was like, no, I hate it, so I didn't finish it. And this was the same one, a counterpoint for the yellow guy. He was supposed to be red, but I didn't like the way it's coming out. Just a blank page. Oh no, this is actually a tiny little thumbnail here for the next drawing that I decided to do, which is a drawing of Wednesday Addams. I think this drawing is cute. I don't really know if it gives off Wednesday vibes, but and also the head's too small. But other than that, I still like this one. I really like the way I used the cool grays. I like this. I like her face. I feel like the rest of it I don't like so much, but I think her face is very cute. Just another thumbnail, little thumbnail right there. I don't know what this was going to be a drawing of, but I didn't finish it. I know that for a fact. Other drawing that I didn't finish. I think this is actually another drawing I didn't finish. And this is the last drawing in this sketchbook. This is actually from June 2021, because I went back and I said to use this paper to do this drawing. I was actually going to do this for the Copic Award. But, and I did submit it for the Copic Award, but not on this paper. Obviously, I didn't finish it on here because the bleed was driving me crazy. I did not win, but, you know, that's fine. I was like, I have to do something detailed. I feel like Copic Award, they always did detailed pieces win, but that's not true. But I tried. I didn't like the way it turned out. It came out really ugly. I was supposed to be drawing a Persephone, and she's laying, like, on a bed of roses, and she's, like, holding the pomegranate. And the roses are shaped like a coffin. I think you guys have seen this thumbnail sketch of this I did one time, but yeah, and she's got like thorns and like vines in here behind here. The original piece I wanted to do was actually a lot more detailed because it had different flowers and things that different things that represented like death and Persephone and Hades and stuff, and also not Hera, Demeter also. And so it was like super detailed, and I was like, I can't do that shit. I can draw flowers and vines, and I think that's it. So that's what I drew, but I didn't end up, I finished it, but not on this paper because the paper was fucked up. But yeah, that's the last drawing I did in here just because I didn't like the paper. Maybe I'll go back and finish the sketchbook, but I doubt it. Nothing. Oh, is there something in the pocket? There's actually something in the pocket this time. It's just the moleskin stuff. It's just like, that's talking about our paper. I'm like, that's stupid. This is a sketchbook. But yeah, that's the end of the sketchbook, you guys. Yeah, this sketchbook tour is nowhere near as long as the last one. I didn't even finish this one, but yeah, I think you can kind of see the difference between the way I approach sketchbooks now and then I did just a couple of years ago. This one is like barely filled with anything, just a couple of finished pieces. And then my newest one is like, no, it's got like 2 finished pieces in it, but I use paper a lot more. And so yeah, that's just a little bit of a different approach from the last one, you guys. Thank you guys so much for spending this time with me. I will go ahead and see you in the next one. Bye.